Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. It is Lantern Year 1. We have made it through the first, the first year and it feels like an achievement. And in this campaign with our 7 Swordswomen, we are going to hopefully play a little conservative, which runs contrary to how I normally play, and it also runs contrary to the way that Ark survivors want to play when you're pushing for collective cognition. However, the more important goal in this campaign is to make it to the end, if possible, which will be an absolute struggle. Let's go and talk about our survivors in our campaign. I'm going to turn that off. We've got a very solid start to our campaign. We got some resources. We didn't get an awful lot of organs, so we weren't able to make any monster grease, but we did make a full rawhide set and a lucky charm to tag in with the Vespertine bow, a couple of bone blades, and we also picked up a seed pattern, and that seed pattern is the Dreamkeeper knife, thanks to our Designs and Dandelions event. So a Dreamkeeper knife, we're going to add that into our patterns. So let's talk a little bit about this survivor situation. So we've got Aya, Lucy and Lumina all going out on the hunt, along with Willow and Newt. So 2 new survivors, Willow and Lumina. Now Willow comes with a survival token thanks to her tenacity. And here is the model for Willow. Hey-ya! The White Fang. And then Lumina, here is the model for Lumina, the Arrow Mage from Echoes of Death 4. So we have 5 fantastic painted survivors, one who has not yet hit the painting desk, so hopefully we don't have to pull her out anytime soon, Nightingale. We will, but yes. So yeah, broadly speaking, I think we're traveling okay at this point in time. We're gonna take a punt now though, and this is probably a less wise decision. We're gonna hunt a Crimson Crocodile, which I'm sure you've guessed by now. The reason why this is a risk is because the Crimson Crocodile has some absolute straight up you die abilities, quite a few actually. So it is a real gamble, but I think I'm excited to play the Croc. I haven't fought the Croc in a long time. It's about 5 campaigns since I fought the Croc, believe it or not. Yeah, so I just think it'd be nice to hunt a little crocodile. So let's review our departing survivors and make sure we've got everything. So departing survivors currently gain single survival, which is from Hovel. And we also gain a survival from despair, no, darkness, no, hunger. Hunger 2 provides us a survival when we depart. So let's see if that triggers okay. So Willow should have 2 survival. So let's depart and we'll set everything up. Does Willow have 2 survival? No. So that didn't automatically apply her survival. And Newt also has hunger, gain a survival. Okay, yeah, as I said, crocodile. Fun. Where's the crocodiles hunt things? Somewhere over here. I'll go set it all up, friends. I'll be back. All right, so basic hunt events right here. Boop. And Crocodilio hunt events. So Aya will be the first event revealer for our basic event, which is a random event. 46, it's not Death Wager. I was going to say, if we roll Death Wager, what are you doing away from the settlement, gambler guy? What are you doing walking around? 42, 46. River. Non-insane survivors suffer 1 brain event damage at the site of this river. So Aya, 1 brain event damage. Lucy, not. 1 brain event damage, 1 brain event damage, 1 brain event damage. Awful for us. Each survivor rolls 1d10. If we don't successfully find the monster's trail. Very good. So Aya rolls a 4, suffer 1 event damage to a random hit location. She suffers 1 to the body. Lucy rolls an 8. She gains a random basic resource. She is not wearing heavy gear. Good on you, Luce. Hiya, a perfect bone. I think we actually need that for the Dreamkeeper knife, so that's pretty good. Wonderful. Next person along rolls a 8 as well, so that's another perfect resource, or another basic resource, I should say. And again, no heavy gear, so we get monster bone. Fourth person rolls a lantern 10 and finds the monster's trail. And so the last person, which is Newt also rolls a lantern 10 and finds the trail as well. Well done. Auspicious commencement. Hiya! Salty. Oh my god, this is the Diamond Scabs one. Okay, the survivors suffer monster level brain event damage. So that's one, which is awful. She's starting with terrified. Awful. We have 1 survivor with 3 understanding. It is Newt. Can Newt set our campaign up for massive success and roll 6+? Please, Newt, please do it for me. It's a 6! I'm taking the 6, but I'm going to re-roll it anyway. Yeah, see? I'm taking the 6. You're allowed to do that, you know. You're allowed to say, I'm going to accept a roll that bounces out of the thing because I can. Because it's my game. Diamond Scab Guitars! Oh, yes. What is it? Diamond Scabs. There they are. When you gain this, gain the Diamond Scab Guitar. Ooh-wee. Pattern. Diamond Scab Guitar. How good is it? Oh my god. Alright, here, just a random event. And we'll probably roll Harvester now. 44 opportunities. Opportunists. We can follow. Do we need half the resources, or do we want the monster to suffer 5 wounds? Half and half. It would be 2 and 3. It's actually a really tempting option, right? Because I'll put it here so you can have a little read. If we continue to hunt the larger tracks, if we hunt the smaller tracks, we start the showdown immediately. At the start of the showdown, the monster suffers 5 wounds. So we'd only grab 2 and 2, but it's half of his wounds. Given that we don't have a lot of armor and that terrified, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the monster suffers 5 wounds at the commencement of the showdown. Yeah. All right, I'll set that up. Okay, we've set up for the showdown. We have a survivor corpse. We have a random terrain card that we need to deal out now. I haven't actually grabbed out the survivor corpse, so if I flip that, look, it is. Hiya, debris. I actually am pretty happy about that. We set it up adjacent to any board edge. We have the blood pool, and we have the survivor corpse. All right. So we need to shuffle the hit location deck. And this. However, then we suffer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. He has 5 left. All right, so the monster's going first. Now we have a couple of people with terrified. 1, 2, 3, 4 people that are terrified. Which is bad. So the person who's going to take the hit first, we hope, is Lucy. Because she has a not terrified situation. We'll spend a survival token at any time on Willow, which will increase tenacity by 1, just in case there is a card that chases tokens. So let's have a look. Oh, it's nerve-wracking. Sonic Belly Roar. All survivors not on terrain. We can't dash, we can't do anything. The monster leaps 3 spaces backwards. 1, 2, 3. And all targets roll 1d10. On a 4+, they suffer brain damage. So, Lumina, she rolls a 4. This is a great start for us. Lumina rolls a brain trauma. What has she got here? She's got nothing. So the brain trauma she rolls is a 3, which goes to a 5 because of... This is not a good start, Deno. Danger Seizure. Dealing 1 damage to yourself, gain a random disorder. She would gain 1d5 insanity, however, thanks to Adrenal Adept, she suffers 1 damage to a random hit location. So she's suffering 2 damage to the body, and she's knocked down. Lumina, come on now. I'm going to set up the other thing. Next person, yes, she doesn't suffer it. The debris. Aya is knocked down and does suffer 1, however, she does not suffer a brain trauma, which is good. Lucy, she just suffers nothing. Come on, Luce. And Willow, sorry, Newt. Newt rolls a 1 also. Excellent. All right, so that's our first turn. On a 4+, they suffer monster level brain damage. On a 7+, it also archives a random fragile gear. I don't think we have any fragile gear. No, we do not. Okay, so we can fist bump, which I just remembered, which is great. I was thinking that was, and we can also encourage. So the monster's basic speed is 6, so he's actually not going to be able to get anyone in this thing. So we're going to spend a survival on Willow to fist bump Aya. And Aya's going to stand up. She's then going to go over here to the survivor corpse and investigate the survivor corpse. She rolls a 7, which gets us a skull, basic resource, and 3 insanity. So she's now got 1, 2, 3, and we've picked up a skull, which gives an insanity to someone else, and we will make that Willow. So that is Aya's turn done, and the survivor corpse is gone. Willow is going to use her action. Do we get rid of Terrified, or do we use our cool ability, which is Novel Sword Mastery? After resolving a monster's action, if you ignore a hit from it with a block or deflect. No, I think we'll just clear our Terrified. So we only have Terrified on Aya. Willow's done, and she'll move back to here. Newt will spend a survival to fist bump Lumina, and Lumina is going to move as well. So Lumina is terrified. Newt is also terrified. So we just want to get Newt out of there. 1, 2, 3. She's got no weapon. She just wants to run away, run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's not going to get anyone. So Lucy's going to stay where she is. She is not terrified. She's going to harvest the debris. She rolls a 6, which is gain a random basic resource and archive this terrain. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome, really. A monster hide. Alright, so everyone's standing up. Aya is still terrified, but it's not worth her getting into range. So let's go. The monster's AI card, he flips Vampire Bite, the closest threat in field of view. So that's anyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 should be there. And that is it. Alright, so Aya, I think we just need to get rid of her terrified, because if we trigger a basic action, she's dead. So Aya's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's then going to clear her terrified status card. So Newt is still terrified, but Newt's going to run away. 1, 2, 3, so she's hiding up the top. Clever, clever girl. Willow. Why is actually going to go 1, 2? Yeah, we want her not potentially in the rolling, rolling path. So I think Willow might go for that deflectability thing now. Is it worth doing, Deno? Or is it worth just having a swing? Maybe we'll just have a swing. So we'll go in front, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will swing with our sword. Now, nah, she's not going to do that. She's dead set going to use her 2 things. So all of her swords in her gear grid gain deflect 1. So that bone blade has now got deflect 1. She hasn't deflected with it yet, but she can, which seems very fun. So she's done. Let's go Lumina in the blind spot. Is Lumina still got terrified? Yes. So Lumina's not going to attack. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the blood pool. And she rolls a 3 on the blood pool, which is gain an insanity. So the only person who's attacking in this turn is Luce, and she's going to face the creature in the front with her sword mastery, and she hits twice. What a weapon. Vassal dilated and impervious. She can roll and then decide which one she wants to wound or critical. It's a 2. So we will get rid of the 99 finger spine. And then we will hopefully, yes, we do wound the blushing burly hind leg, which puts the top enchanted flesh card on here. So I haven't shuffled these, I don't think. So we'll just do that now. And we take that one. Nice. Okay, so that's the end of our actions. Oh, we could have actually given her an extra thing from the scout. We didn't remember that, but we will remember that next turn from Newt. Newt can give out +1 attack. I suppose we can still do it. Hits on a 9. It's this one. There is a failure reaction, so would we have... Yeah, let's see what this one rolls. Fortunately, it rolls a 9, so we don't have to worry about a failure. Does a wound. Okay, that's the end of our turn. Monster's only got 1 AI card left. It goes for Boiling Blood. When it comes into play, draw an AI card. When a survivor wounds the monster, they gain the priority target, and then they get Frenzy. So we are going to draw an AI card. I don't really want it to be that one that knocks everyone down again. It's not. Last threat to attack in range. So it is Lucy, which is excellent. So it is 2 speed, hitting Lucy on a 3+, which goes to 4+. So it's a 3 and a 4, so it misses one, or it hits one. We will dodge the other one, and that is it. All right. So now I think we will start with Lucy. No, we'll start with the Scout. So the Scout's going to... No, okay. Lumina, get rid of her Terrified. Done. The Scout, give everyone +1 speed. Done. Lucy, attacking with the Bone Blade in the front, so in the right spot. 4 hits. Would have actually been better off doing this with Aya because she's got deadly. Yep, we'll make that Aya first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 hits, same number of dice, and she can 1, 2, 3. Because she, yeah, awesome. So she gets to do exactly the same thing. So that's a 5. So that's a wound. We're probably going to do this now, so I don't think it matters. So we'll do that one now. So that does a wound. Yeah, we just want to try and get a critical here. That's not a critical, but is it a wound? Let's count. Aya is strength 1, plus she's a sword master, strength 2, plus she rolls a +1, so strength 3, so 6 is the roll. The crocodile is toughness 7, so that is a failure. That is if adjacent to the monster, and that is turn to face the monster and move 3 spaces back. The attacker suffers the thing. And that one swings to the left. So this is the best one because we're not adjacent to the monster, which is a shame. Damn. All right. Oh, critical. Take that one. Gain a lustrous tooth, and we are in the monster's facing, so we gain another one. And another critical. Nice. Oh. If you want, you can put murder on the timeline. I'm fine, thank you. I will not put murder on the timeline. I'll just take a random crocodile resource. So that's it, and a lustrous tooth. That could be awesome. Oh, what's that? A crimson fin. Hiya. Okay, that was a little bit good and safe and good. Lustrous tooth. So, however, things could still go very poorly. Let's deal out our basic resources, and then we will do quite a few things. So, a monster bone and a broken lantern. I'm quite happy about a broken lantern. And then 3 crocodile resources. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to hunt a croc again next year, I think. Definitely can't be a level 2 croc, but that was an okay timeline. So we'll complete the showdown, we will advance the year, and we have some people that can gain philosophies. Now, we'll go over to the settlement event first, and we'll explain our settlement event story. So we have a lot of settlement events. We do need to add the Crimson Crockery too. So we'll do that soon. So we're going to do one and done for Crimson Crockery. One and done for our settlement event. So each one is going to get 1 crack. and then I'm going to archive it and not use it again in the campaign. So I'm excited by this. I think it's great to be able to see new and different settlement events. I like to go 1 to 5, 6 to 10 for my first one because I never feel like I can shuffle these well enough. And then I split it again. And then we do it again. So this one, and then we count down to number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our card, and it is birth. Well, we can't do birth because we're not allowed to gain things. The settlement welcomes a new life. That's fun. Hey, at least there's no negative outcomes. I've archived birth. We then are going to do Gorm Climate. And guess what? We're going to add Gorm Climate to the thing as well. Next year, Gorm Climate. Gorm Climate sucks, and normally I can just roll some dice and re-roll dice, but we can dismantle innovation, so that's a Lantern 10. We do not have storytelling. Nominated survivor with 0 hunt XP, they gain a courage. So the only person who has 0 hunt XP is Nightingale. She gains a courage. All right, so our settlement events are done. So now we go on to the story events, and we have Death of Song. I'm probably just going to clean up a bit because there's stuff everywhere. Let me go do that now. All right, friends, it is Death of Song. Everything's clean. We're ready to go for the next showdown. We roll an 8. So a poacher drops to their hand. We gain a population, fantastic. But we gain an understanding, which is good. And we gain 1 understanding on Lucy. She is going to gain Tinker. And she's also going to insight. And she rolls a 7 on the insight table, which I think is gain an extra endeavour this year if you innovate. It is gain an endeavour this settlement phase. So Lucy is very insightful. We gain 2 Smoggo resources now. I'm not going to bother shuffling these. I'm just going to grab out some at random. We'll grab this one and this one. And we get pink flesh and a gaseous belly. Wonderful. No other story events. When we gained a 3 understanding, we do get to select another seed pattern. So I was contemplating this mighty bone axe, but as well as this grim muffler. I may actually go for the grim muffler so that we can use, oh no, you need 15 survivors. Well, that's obviously not going to happen. All right, I'll mull over which one we're going to take. I want to sort of have some staggered ones so I can go for some things, but then also like have some ones. Great, so that's all. Gorm Climate done. Gorm Climate done. Acid Storm next year. Tremendous. Let's put in some resources. There is plenty to do. Smoggos, a gaseous belly, and a pink flesh. Crocodile, a crimson bone, a groomed nails, a pale fingers. How many things are we getting? Bones, it's outrageous. A broken lantern, a monster bone. We'll come back to that. A monster hide, a skull, a monster bone, a perfect bone, and a crimson fin, which I have got there, plus the diamond scabs and the lustrous tooth. That is so awesome that I got that in the first hunt. Lustrous tooth. I'm going to depart for a moment, friends, and mull over my options. Lots of tremendous options for us, friends. The first thing that happens that I forgot is we gain the stone plate innovation. And that allows us to gain clothed and satiated armor set, which is excellent. And as you can see here from the collective cognition reward, pleasing plating, departing survivors gain +1 survival. I'd really like to have dash or surge, but I think it's far more important at the moment that we protect our survivors as much as possible, because there is only 7 of them and there will only ever be 7 of them. So our primary things are weapons and armor rather than innovations. And normally at this point I probably would innovate and I'd go, yep, we'll be fine. But we need to keep on trucking. So we can make the Dreamkeeper knife and we can make a diamond scab guitar. So I think that is what we're going to do. Let's do so right now. So if we go to here and we have a look at the pattern gear, the diamond scab guitar requires the diamond scabs, which we have, a lustrous tooth, which is a perfect resource, which we have, a gaseous belly, which is an organ, and a crimson fin, which is an organ. So we craft the diamond scab guitar. We can also craft the Dreamkeeper knife. Wait, why can't we? Oh, we need an organ. Oh no, we've got an organ. We've got a perfect organ. Have we not? We do. Oh no, I see what's happened. We need to also use another organ. Isn't the burnished encephalomata an organ? Yes. Are we willing to give that up? What did it need? I feel like I was looking at this before and I could do both. Got a bone, we've got a perfect bone. Yeah, we can use the perfect organ. We're going to use the perfect organ. Hang on a second, no, the organ needs to be from a, I see. The organ, I've done it slightly the wrong way around. So because this is a Dreamkeeper knife seed pattern 1, we need to use the gaseous belly for that one. And we need to use the perfect organ for that one. So we'll just do that. Scribe, what a legend. We'll just do that. So we'll drop off this perfect organ and we'll gain ourselves a Smoggo gaseous belly, and Scribe should now let me craft the knife. Yeah, perfect. Dreamkeeper knife. So we have started strong on the weapon front. We have the ability to put out 3 skull helms should we want to. And if we combine those 3 skull helms with a single piece of armor from the rawhide, then all of a sudden we are going to have plenty. So that pink flesh is a hide. We're going to have plenty of armor to go around. That pale fingers is a hide. From the crimson crockery, was there anything that we wanted to make? No. And from the basics, a hide. So if we make a set of the vest and helmet, hat. Do we want the hat? Yep, we want the hat. using these pale fingers. So that's from a Skinnery. So that's vest and hat. We will have, and then if we make a skull helm, we don't really need to make multiple skull helms. Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. So if instead of making those two pieces, if we just made a chest, let's make 2 skull helms from the bonesmith. And instead from the Skinnery, we won't go a headband and a vest. We'll actually go boots and a vest. Sure. All right, so the reason I'm doing that is we can then make 3 clothed and satiated sets, which seems quite powerful at this point. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and just review everything. Okay, so here are the items that we've crafted, which is amazing. We have 6 endeavours to spend. 3 of those are going to be on stone noses. 1 of those is going to be on hollow stone gathering, and then Nightingale is going to go and practice at the drafting table, and she rolls a 7, which is gain an understanding once per lifetime, and a 6, which is nothing. So Nightingale is very wise. She has obtained a vision from the drafting table, and we also gained a hollow stone. So a good hunt. That put an interesting perspective there. But yeah, gaining these 2 weapons has supercharged us in a very nice way. We will definitely hunt something. So my default position at this point now is if we can go into a level 2 Smoggos, geez, it's going to make a difference, isn't it? It's going to make a difference. That should be there, and that should be there. And that should be there. No. So the Butcher comes in a couple of years. We've got Acid Storms to contend with. The Butcher's going to get us 3 collective cognition. So if we go a level 1 and then a level 2, that will get us to 8 collective cognition when we defeat the Butcher. The other option is we go hunt a Gorm and try and get some ammonia for free. Might be Smogsingers, friends. That'll do. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Hope you're enjoying. It's a promising start. We haven't lost anyone yet. We're still ticking along. Maybe we will go for that +1 damage token on everyone because it's no one even got a hit there, which is fine, I suppose. But guess who's an absolute peanut and forgot one of the best things that needs to happen in the campaign? Yes, it's philosophies. Okay, so we have 3 people that can gain a philosophy. However, we're going to make a slight change to Aya's XP. Because she's ageless, she's going to elect not to level up. She doesn't want to get a philosophy yet. She wants one of those tasty level 2s. What's that, did you say? Regalism. But Lucy, however, Lucy is going to become a deadist. She is already dead. When you suffer a brain trauma, gain a strength token. She gains, when you suffer a brain trauma, gain a progress. How helpful. And nothing else matters. She gains a Lumi and she rolls a 3. She gains the knowledge evermore. We do not have collective cognition 7. We didn't roll it anyway. Peering into the dark, the dead are dead and cannot die. Gain Evermore. I do like Evermore. Now the reason we've chosen Lucy for deadism, I should say, is she's grounded, so she can set her insanity. It's not gaining insanity, she just sets it, so she's got some brain protection, but yeah. Cool. And then finally, we also have Newt, the Cockroach Queen. She's going to be a dreamism. She's had a promising start, the little Newt. Who or what is the Dreamkeeper? We are not going to have the gaming gazebo. So she is a dreamer. And her role is a 2. Gain an observation in your tenant knowledge. Excellent. Man, if you roll an 8, 9, 10, you get a +1 luck. Oh my God, I wish I rolled an 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is all, friends. I'll catch you all now in the next episode. Big Deno out.